Hey, what's going on? You're tuned into the Daily Geek right here on SweetGeek.tv. I'm your host, Griffin Granberg, and today is August 26, 2008. Let's get to the geek news. Start with story number one. Google is getting an autocomplete or auto-suggest functionality on their homepage. Now, most everyone online already does this. I mean, Facebook does it, Yahoo does it, even Google China does it. But Google here in the US is going to get it right on the homepage, so make sure you're looking out for that. Story number two, are you a business blogger? Have you thought about blogging for your business, or do you work for a company that does or doesn't blog? Well, Marriott is releasing semi of a case study saying that they've made about $5 million off of reservations from people going from their blog to the reservation part of their website. So it may not be such a bad thing to blog, about your business and so forth. Story number three, Photobucket and Target also picking up the slack and doing pretty much what everyone else is already doing, including Sam's Club, Walmart, I think even Walgreens does it. Photobucket and Target hooking up so you can take your pictures from Photobucket and send them to a local Target store, and you can actually pick them up there. Story number four, Amazon is deciding to buy all of Shelfari. Now, what is Shelfari? Shelfari is a bookworm social network that they actually bought a portion of when they bought Abe Books just a few weeks ago, but they said, hey, let's just buy the whole thing. And since you're Amazon, you can afford to do that. So Shelfari is now part of the Amazon family. Story number five, Facebook. How many users do you think it has? If you haven't already read the news today. Well, they have over 100 million users as of, I think, last night. And how did Mark Zuckerberg break the news to the whole web community? Through Facebook, of course, and his status update that said, Facebook now has over 100 million users worldwide, which is pretty crazy. So congratulations to Facebook. Story number six, I brought you a story about the funded and EDF Ventures out of Ann Arbor, Michigan, and how EDF was suing the funded because there's someone on their website talking smack about them. Well, the funded founder has made a video of him dropping off the subpoenaed information. It's definitely a fun video. It's only like a minute long, so why don't you go check that out? I'm including it on the interesting links below. Story number seven is also some video content for you, coming from WM Experts, which they go through and give a nice 8+ minute review of the Palm Trio Pro. I definitely think it's worth watching, especially if you're into business phones or PDA, smartphone, that type of deal. It's definitely worth watching in that regard. Story number eight is a blog post that's entitled 5 Successful Tips That You'll Never Learn in School. Now, I always say that school is good for the right people. I wasn't super into school myself, but I have tons of friends that have gone on to do all sorts of great things through college and whatnot. So I do say that it's good for some people. Now, my big argument is there's lots of things that school doesn't teach you, personal finance being one of them, but this article covers 5 different successful tips that you may not learn in school. It's definitely worth a read. I'm including it on the interesting links below. Story number 9, this is another big one. It's a big article from Lifehacker. It's called Know What Salary to Ask For in Your New Job. I have tons of friends starting new jobs, it seems like every few days. And they're always asking me, what should I ask for, Griffin? Griffin, you run your own business, what should I ask for? And usually we try to come up with something that seems fair, where the company will accept it and it's not a complete waste of my buddy's time. But this article does a very, very good job. So if you're curious about that, and chances are you have been at some point in your life, make sure you check it out on the interesting links below. And the last story, number 10, is about HTC's Dream, or T-Mobile's G1 phone that's going to be running Google's Android platform. It turns out that it's been semi-confirmed by AndroidGuys.com. They said that they have a source in one of the 3 companies, whether that be Google, T-Mobile, or HTC, that's saying it is going to come out. It is running Google's Android platform, and here are the dimensions. And there's actually a diagram on the Android Guys website go ahead and check that out on the interesting links below. And before I wrap it up, I need to ask for your help, the viewers, in telling us here at SweetGeek.tv exactly what to do. Now, whether you're watching this on Vimeo, or you're checking it out on YouTube, or maybe even on our very own site, SweetGeek.tv, there's comment systems on all of those, and we check them daily. So if there's ever anything that you need, make sure you let us know, and we will try to either correct a story if we were wrong, or you know, cover a story that maybe you want us to. This time I'm asking for your help to tell us what type of show you would like us to do next. Now, we've thought about doing like a gadget show where we get all sorts of weird, cool gadgets that you may never have heard of, and do shows about them. We've also thought about doing a product reviews type of show where we would actually take the Palm Trio Pro and go through it with you. We've also talked about, we're right by Boulder. There's all sorts of web companies in Boulder, so maybe we'd go over there and start, you know, profiling a couple different web businesses there. So basically it's up to you on what you want to see. What can we interest you in? So make sure you let us know on whatever platform you're watching us. We'll make sure to get your comments. Of course, you can always email tips@sweetgeek.tv. That comes right to us, and we usually respond within 24 hours. And I think that's it. Did I cover everything? Okay. That's it for the Daily Geek, right here on SweetGeek.tv on August 26, 2008. I'm Griffin Granberg, and I'm going to catch you tomorrow.